Hello everyone, my name is Abdulaziz Aldain and my partner's name is Mayura Murthy. Today we're going to teach you guys how to use a tracing feature on SOLIDWORKS. First we're going to teach you guys how to use the auto tracing tool, and then we're going to show you guys how to manually trace a 2D image and turn it into a 3D object. And as a bonus, towards the end we're going to show you guys how to use the flow simulation tool. So now we're going to start off with the auto tracing feature. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to import a 2D image from Google, download it, import it into SOLIDWORKS. So we're going to do that over here. So we decided to go with this Montana State image. It's a silhouette. So now we're going to import it. You're going to do that by right-clicking on the desired plane. So say we're going to use the top plane, right-click, sketch. All right, and now we're going to insert the image by going to Tools, Sketch Picture Sketch Tools, Sketch Picture over here, and now select your downloaded image, just like that. And now, rather than just tracing the outline, we're going to use the Auto Trace tool, and to do that, we're going to have to add it. So we're going to go to Add-ins, make sure it's checked over here, check, double-click on the image, hit Next over here. Select this tool over here, select the image, begin trace. As you can see here, we've already sketched the Montana outline, and now you can use this over here to change the adjustments, and we're just going to leave this all the way to the left. That looks best. Apply, check. Once you've checked that, you can suppress the image, and you should see the outline. We can get rid of this over here, and we took the closed loop of the Montana outline and we extruded it just like so. We colored it green because Montana is very green, and we cut over here Get Lost, and I think it looks pretty cool, and you can 3D print this if you like. So that's how you use the auto tracing tool. Now we're going to teach you guys how to take a 2D image and turn it into a 3D object by manually tracing, and we're going to use an orthographic 2D image of a Boeing 747. I highly recommend using an orthographic 2D image because you have different views, and they're all to scale, and they all have dimensions. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go to the top plane, sketch, okay, and now we're going to import the image, go to Sketch Tools, Sketch Picture over here, select the downloaded image, just like that. And now we're going to use this dashed blue line over here to scale our image. So we're going to do this by dragging the line, entering the given dimension. As you can see over here, it's 70.66 meters. Check mark. Okay, now we're gonna drag the image so that the tip of the nose is touching the origin, just like that. Roughly, check mark. And now we're going to trace the body. So you're gonna start off at the origin. We're only gonna show you guys how to do the body because we don't have enough time to trace the entire plane and turn it into a 3D object. Okay, and now we're going to use mirror entities to get the bottom half, but before doing that we need a center line. So for construction infinite lengths, select the origin, we get that center line, and now select mirror entities, select your trace line, mirror about the center line, there you go, check mark. Now we need to make sure these are touching over here, and they are, and they're both touching at the origin, so now we can get rid of the center line. And now we're going to trace this angle of the plane, this view, the side view. To do that, we need to do it on a different plane. So we're going to select the front plane, sketch, sketch, and now we're going to insert the image. and we're going to scale it again, roughly, just like that, 70.66 meters. Okay, and now since we want to trace this over here, we're going to drag the tip, and then make sure it's touching the origin. Check. And now we're going to trace this part of the body. Since it's not symmetric, we cannot use the mirror entities, and it should look something like this once you've suppressed both images. As you can see here, we've traced the body in using two different planes, and it should look like this. Next, what you're going to want to do is insert multiple planes using reference geometry in the feature tab. So just like so. After that, you're going to want to sketch the outline of the body using the spline tool on each individual plane. So first I want to show you guys how many planes we've inserted. So I'm just going to hover over the planes, and you can see how many planes we have inserted. And now we're going to show you guys how many sketches we have in each respective plane. Okay. So these were sketched on each plane using the spline tool, and and every edge was pierced to the trace line. And that's how we turned it into a 3D object by using the loft feature. And we did the same thing for the wings and the rudder, as you guys can see. That's how we took a 2D image and turned it into a 3D object using the tracing tool. And now, since we have a plane, we're going to show you guys how to use a flow simulation tool. You're going to do that by going over to flow simulation. If you don't have it, you want to add it in. Click on wizard and name it. We'll just name it project 5. Next. Select your desired unit. Next. External. Our analysis type will be external. Analysis type will be external. And then check these over here, these two boxes. Exclude cavities without flow conditions. Exclude internal space. And then over here, this is very important. As you can see, our plane is facing the x-axis, is on the x-axis, so our reference axis will be the x-axis. Next, and now we're going to select our fluid. So you're going to select it by double-clicking on the fluid. We're going to use air. Next. And since we're on the x-axis, we're going to use a velocity in the x-axis, so say 150 meters per second. Next. And then for our result resolution, we're going to use 4. I recommend using 4. Finish. Now we're going to show you guys how it looks like over here. We colored it black. You're going to enter these arrows over here by right-clicking on flow trajectories and then manually entering the data. And also, before running it, you're going to insert your global goals. Insert global goals. We just inserted velocity and velocity in the x direction. And now we're going to show you guys how it plays. Using the ready flow simulation, we can show you guys what each color means, and each color has a specific velocity. So as you guys can see, this is like green over here, 125 meters per second. Ignore that over there. And over here it's red, so red means 226 meters per second. Over here it's orange. So this is very useful. Also, you can see how the plane behaves in terms of pressure by right-clicking, edit definition. If we have time, I'm only given 10 minutes. Okay, and then you should go over here, pressure check mark, and then you'll have this in pascals. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys learned how to use the tracing feature and the flow simulation feature. Thank you.